Rusedski to serve.
Yeah, it's not like playing the first game of a match. You come out and you're in the engine room here of the set. What's going to happen? What's going to turn in the next few games?
Pick up from Rusedski, but sampras there just lifting his head. Double for Rusedski, British number 2.
There are a couple of things you can look for when you're measuring Sampras's form. First is the pace on that first serve, which he hit at 131, but also the backhand. I think when we see him come off the backhand, that means he's not confident on the shot. And that return flying well long.
Good first volley by Rusedski, getting the depth on it.
14-15.
And this is a time when Rusedski can close down the net. Sampras does not have a great topspin lob off the backhand side.
Oh, very sharp by Rusedski. Sampras had flashed that one by him.
Rusedski leads 6-5.
Rusedski leads by 6 games to 5.
Yeah, so a good start for both players, particularly Rusedski there. He was tested those last 2 forehand volleys, particularly the last one. So good signs for Rusedski early that he is in this match and ready to decide this opening set.
Pete's looked pretty sharp. I mean, in his first couple of matches here, it just looks as though he's come back to a place where he feels comfortable. For so much of the year, he looks like he's been struggling for motivation, for timing, and almost thinking, why isn't it happening for me? But in a place where he has been so successful over the years, it just looks as though things are slowly clicking. This obviously a huge match for him.
Yeah, and he always measures his years by how he does in the slams, and he has not done particularly well in the slams this year, so he could salvage a year right here in these next weeks, particularly these next few moments even. He has yet to lose a set here this week. He'll have to hold his serve, however, to keep that record fresh.
Time.
That's a good crowd on Louis Armstrong Court. And you can expect it to be fairly vocal as well. They haven't had too much to do around here for the majority of the day.
Thank you. It's quickly, please.
New Yorkers like to get in their matches and make their feelings heard. It's always been a particularly bad court as well for letting spectators in, right in the eye line.
Correction, closer.
Well, perhaps the linesmen have been sitting around all day too, because that was a pretty good looking serve and a clear overrule from the chair, Wayne McEwen.
Yeah.
Almost immediately correcting that lines call.
Closer.
Sampras almost hits the identical spot with the next serve.
15 long.
Right to every one of his serves since the restart to the Rusedski backhand.
Well, Sampras likes going into the Rusedski backhand. because rusedski is going to chip the ball. So that means Sampras is going to have a little more time to get to the return and play a first volley.
Rusedski electing the chip on the forehand as well.
And that's where Sampras is tested these days, and we've talked about this, Mark, before, is it unable to move as quickly to fill in that open sort of space in the court at 31 years old like he did at 24.
He was never the quickest in behind his serve anyway, was he? He just had that sort of remarkable ability to make the split step and be there and do something with his hands. And again there, he's caught a good yard and a half behind the service line. Oh, he's in. Well, he's wrapped it around the frame 3 times. But there'll be no complaints for rusedski.
And he'll take that. So rusedski's third set point. He had two at 5-3 in the set. Well, they had a swing at it.
Richard Wilson, Pete Sampras' wife. Expectant 1-2. Change up on the first serve by Sampras. It's a higher floated return by rusedski.
You can tell this crowd is ready for this match. Really reacted audibly to that forehand volley winner.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Sampras hit a half volley and retreat.
rusedski's gotten some good returns down at his feet. Obviously not feeling comfortable with that half volley, because he said he just retreated back to the baseline.
Advantage Sampras.
That's a good serve to hit against rusedski. That one into the body.
And Sampras snaps off that volley. Wasn't easy.
6-all. That's a tiebreak.
The first set looked as though it was moving towards a tiebreaker. And it's finally arrived. Rusedski with a 16 wins and 5 losses. Said that, I think that may have been a 1 missing there. 16 wins on the tiebreaker, 15 losses for rusedski.
An inauspicious start for rusedski. Well, you hate to cough up a gift on the opening point of the tiebreaker. Well, Sampras in a giving mood as well.
1-all.
forehand. Paul Annacone looking a bit glum, isn't it?
That's well played by Rusedski. Sampras not getting any free points off that first serve.
Yeah, having to play that volley behind the service line on the half volley. Well, that's going to give Rusedski some time.
Good speed in behind the serve by Rusedski. Otherwise, it would have been a difficult volley.
And I think it was a good volley as well, because he didn't volley cross court into the Sampras forehand. Instead, he volleyed back into the Sampras backhand. It's remarkable, isn't it? The only points Sampras have won in the tiebreak have come on Rusedski double faults.
Plenty of nerves down there on the Louis Armstrong court, and especially on Rusedski's side. Serve, when it's really mattered, has let him down. Perhaps just putting a little bit too much pressure on himself. Sampras, as ever, looks exactly the same now as he would if it was 5-all in the fifth. What an incredible second serve by Sampras. Athletic jump, but you expect that from him.
And Sampras always measures his serve by how well his second serve is clicking as well, and that time it earned him that overhead. So on serve here in the breaker. Now Rusedski will be tested on this second serve.
And he was tested on the volley, and he wasn't up to it.
5-3. Sampras.
Sampras, who was ahead at the beginning of the breaker, fell behind, is in front again.
Sampras.
Set that Rusedski should have won is in the hands of Pete Sampras now. That's the sign of the champion that he is, that he manages to find his fourth ace and set up 2 set points. Remarkable serving by Pete Sampras. It was a set when Rusedski could have imposed his will and perhaps put some extra pressure on the 4-time champion. But it's Sampras who delivers the goods.
Thank you. If the umpires at the back of the courts could please close the gates now, please.